What's going on, BFL fam? I'm Carlos. I'm here with my friend Steve Assous from Kilian, Paris. Again, my good friend Steve from Kilian, Paris. We're obviously doing this on Zoom or something like that, or
Yeah, we're on Zoom.
on Zoom.
This is the quarantine edition, by the way.
Quarantine edition, yes. We have to keep far from everyone to keep everyone safe, so we're doing it this way. Today, we're going to talk about a couple of things that have recently released and some changes coming up at Kilian, so keep right there, and we'll tell you all about it.
Yeah. All right.
Brooklyn fragrance lover. Brooklyn fragrance lover. Brooklyn fragrance lover. Brooklyn fragrance lover.
So thanks so much for tuning in today. We really do appreciate it. We hope that this video finds you all safe and healthy and not losing your minds in quarantine. I'm doing okay. I got my Jean and Claude. How are you doing in quarantine, Steve?
I'm doing good. I have my hands full. I have a 2-year-old. So my hands are definitely full. And I have another one popping out any week now.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah.
Did you tell me? I didn't know that. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think I told you like a while ago, but it's been a while since we connected. Yeah.
Mabruk.
Thank you. So number 2 is on its way, and we're just preparing for that. And you know,
You know what you're having?
Yeah, it's gonna be another boy.
Awesome.
We think.
So best of luck.
Hey, thank you.
So what do we got today?
So why don't we start with like the hottest thing right now at Kilian? I think you would agree that the hottest fragrance out is Good Girl Gone Battle Fresh. And I think one of the reasons why a lot of people don't know about this fragrance is there's no stores for them to really go and experience it. Because this was literally just launched when this whole thing happened.
Right. This launched around when this whole craziness started. I've got my sample.
Yeah.
Before the lockdown, I actually went to the boutique and Brandon hooked me up.
Of course, Brandon's my guy. I love that.
He's awesome. He's great. Always very generous and very inviting when I go there. So I appreciate it.
I love hearing that. So you got Good Girl Gone Battle Fresh. I mean, first and foremost, just looking at the packaging, I mean, this is different, right? Like this is completely different than anything that we've ever launched before in terms of packaging. You notice that it's a little bit flatter. And the reason being is that there's no case that comes with it, right? So you're getting just the bottle. I'll go ahead and remove the bottle just so you guys can see it. I'm gonna pull a quick Carlos on you. And you've got this really frosted bottle. You've seen this before with the Eau Fraiches, right? That they come in this frosted bottle. The bottle's beautiful. It still has the Achilles shield on the side. Can you that's the beautiful Achilles shield. And you know, really when you think about this fragrance, it's hard to talk about this fragrance without first talking about Good Girl Gone Bad, right? I mean, this is like the iconic Kilian fragrance. In every corner of the world, it's the #1 selling Kilian scent. And here you have a fresh version of this fragrance. The scent itself, I noticed that you sprayed it. I'll go ahead, I'll spray a little bit on, as I always do when we do these. But it's inspired by this like this villa in Greece. You know, by the way, Kilian loves to go to Greece. He's always inspired when he travels.
Awesome.
He was in this.
Stephen would love that.
Yeah, for sure, right? Maybe Stephen has experienced this as well, like being in this like amazing villa in Greece and opening the windows and really getting this burst of breeze coming through the windows. And the breeze really carries with it the ocean, the Mediterranean, but also the flowers along the way. So you get this like aquatic floral interpretation. That's truly the inspiration here. And I think the interesting part is Kilian didn't really tap into the formula too much. There is an added top note here, which is the water jasmine, a little bit of neroli. So there's this burst of freshness that comes out right in the very beginning. But then you get this good girl, right? Like you really get the good girl living like right under it. I love this scent. I've been wearing it. I don't know if you could tell, but this bottle's like, it's like up to here.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is just me like, every day.
I do like this, and like I told you before, I remember the first time, it must have been like 10 years ago around, or maybe 11, 12, I think it was 2012. Anyway, when I first smelled Good Girl Gone Bad, I was like completely blown away. The luscious juiciness of it, the peachy thing going on, and it was just really, really beautiful. But the name, Good Girl Gone Bad. Hi, Carl, you smell awesome. What are you wearing? Good Girl Gone Bad. But yeah, you know, I do enjoy it personally. The Extreme is sick. I love it as well.
By the way,
This-
I remember you falling in love with the Extreme. I think on the last video that we did,
Yeah,
you were like, "Whoa!" Like I would totally
It was-
rock this.
really, really gorgeous. This here, it doesn't lose the Good Girl Gone Bad DNA or structure. It just has a bit of more of an airiness about it, like you said.
Yeah,
And the luscious, juicy, fruity thing is kind of toned down a tad. It's just airier and still keeping its Good Girl Gone Bad.
the DNA is intact, right? Yeah. And you know what? Like, you know, right now we're getting feedback on this fragrance. Customers are buying it online, whether you're buying it on the Kilian website, whether you're buying it on a retailer website. And the feedback's been all good. You know, like it reminds me, you know, a lot of like the last big fragrance that Kilian launched, where it was like Black Phantom, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, this smells great!" Like you rarely met someone that was like, "I don't like it," right? Like it's just there's so much good that it's hard to not like it.
Yeah, I love it. I do know. I have one friend who's very picky. She doesn't like it. She said she doesn't like and it's a good friend of mine too. She's a reviewer. She's very picky, very picky. I won't say her name, but she
I
said
think I know.
too-
I think I know who it is.
she says it's too nutty for her. There's a nuttiness in there that throws her off.
It happens. Listen, like fragrance, we always talk about this, right? Like fragrance is interpretation, right? And it's what you love. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, we all can't love the same things, and it wouldn't be fun if we all love the same thing.
Yeah, then we'd all be wearing the same thing. That would be gross.
Yeah.
But no, like, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, I know you said you like it. You got a chance to smell it. Have you had a chance to wear it?
Yeah, I wore it during one of these quarantine days. Not like all over. I don't have a bottle. I only have a sample, but I really enjoyed it. It did last very well for an Eau Fraiche version.
Yeah.
So it stood on skin. It smelled really good, and I'm a fan. I really like it.
I love
So
that.
if I own this, I would rock it.
I love just hearing you talk about the fragrance because you really share with passion, you know, and like when you talk about them. So I always love getting your perspective. You're like one of my favorite people when it comes to talking.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm happy you like it. So we recommend this scent. It's a good scent. The price point's a little bit different, right? Because it's an Eau Fraiche. It's actually a little bit less than the other fragrances.
Okay.
And again, I mean, this is definitely one that if you haven't got your hands on it, it's probably still available, right? Because of kind of everything that's happening. So it is a limited edition.
Is it? Oh wow.
It's a limited life. So this is kind of once you sell out type of gig. But I will tell you that they put a lot behind this fragrance. So I'm sure it'll be in stock for the next couple of weeks for sure.
So the original came in a clutch with the gold snake, right?
Yeah. And you'll notice there's been a little bit of a change to our merchandising. So did you know this, by the way, that like there's been
You mentioned briefly, but elaborate, please.
Yeah. So, you know, what's happening now is a couple of things. So one is, and you know what, why don't I show you kind of what's happening? Sure. I'm just gonna take you guys to the Kilian website. So you'll notice a couple of things. First of all, we have the 4 olfactive categories, right? That you see, do you see them on the screen? You have the fresh, the narcotics, the cellars, and the smokes. All of the fragrances that are in the fresh category, such as vodka on the rocks, will now come in a blue bottle, right? So the entire fresh collection will be blue. So if you haven't seen this, if you hadn't, you know, had a chance to go to the stores yet, vodka on the rocks is in a blue bottle. Similarly, if you were to go to Bamboo Harmony, you'll notice that Bamboo Harmony comes in a blue bottle, which is kind of different for the brand. And they look really awesome in the blue bottle.
Yeah. Matches my shirt that I'm wearing today.
Exactly. You are the fresh category today. Now, the narcotics category, all of the bottles will be in a white packaging. So kind of matches my shirt today, right? So I'm like the narcotics. And you'll notice that Love Don't Be Shy now comes in a white bottle. Fragrances like Woman in Gold, fragrances like, and I'll show you the Woman in Gold and White. I mean, it's just a beautiful product shot. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi White. The sellers are gonna all be black and gold. So for those of you that love fragrances like Black Phantom, like the Gold Night, you'll know, I'm sorry, like Intoxicated, you'll notice that now the Intoxicated, I mean, how awesome is that? The bottle's black and gold. It's a different looking bottle. Same thing with Black Phantom. And they're priced a little bit different. And I'll show you that. But the smokes are all gunmetal. So they're all that like kind of black and gunmetal.
Nice.
The prices are a little bit different. So all of our fragrances moving forward are actually going to come without the case. So when you purchase a fragrance, you'll notice that the price is $240. It doesn't come with the case. Now, of course, we still have stock of some of the fragrances with the case, and you'll notice on the website, the option, you can get it with the coffret. But moving forward, only our top 5 fragrances will come with the case. All of the other fragrances will come without it. And we will be selling the cases separately. So you'll notice that the cases are going to be sold separately soon, and they're going to be about $80 for a case. So you can almost, you know, if you're someone that likes, I don't know, let's say you're someone that wears vodka on the rocks, but you really want the black coffret with the skull, you'll be able to customize and get your fragrance and coffret of choice. So it's pretty cool.
What color is Rolling in Love going to be?
So it stays red. Oh my God, I love that you asked that. It stays red. So it's the only one in the narcotics that will actually stay red.
Okay, cool. Because that red bottle is stunning, in my opinion.
Yeah, and like I think just thinking now about Mother's Day, right? I mean, like what's the next big thing that everyone's going to be going online to buy gifts for? I mean, I'm already starting to think about what I'm getting. I mean, red is a big theme, right? So if you're not gifting Good Girl Gone Bad, which is like our #1 seller, like what else is like a Kilian like Mother's Day gift? Well, the red bottle, right? You know, this is like my addiction. You know, the inspiration here is like the blood in your heart. Like that's why the color red is so significant here. This is definitely an amazing Mother's Day fragrance if you're looking to gift someone and give a message. And also like Love Don't Be Shy. Like I love the name of love. Like if I ever want to give a gift to someone that's very close to me, I mean, something called love is just a perfect scent to give. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the only other thing that has love as a scent, but is red. And that's the Le Rouge Parfum lipsticks, which make amazing gifts. So on the topic of red, Mother's Day, we're all about it at Kilian.
And that lipstick line has been, a lot has been added.
Yeah.
Color.
Yeah. So we are at 32 lipsticks. He initially started with the reds, and now he introduced some more pinks. You know, the lipsticks are meant for nighttime. They're meant to be like weapons of seduction when you're going out at night. So he didn't release nudes, but he went more with the pink, which is like a night nude for now.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So interesting stuff. Always evolving, forever evolving. This Kilian guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like a lot of times when companies get bought, you know, you're affiliated with Estee Lauder now. The original owners don't really have much input, but this guy has his hand in everything, and he's still putting as much creative juice, and it feels like more even so.
Yeah.
You know?
Because he has like more time. You know, he's been doing a lot of Instagram lives and a lot of like just stuff on social media because he's home. So like he's trying to like reach out to his people to like.
I want to do a live with Kilian. Kilian, I want to do a live with you, please.
Where are you sick
Look
of
it up.
me
Look it
already?
up.
Are you sick of me already?
No. In addition, this is gonna go up soon, probably later tonight.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think it's a great idea. We'll bring it up. But like, no, like he's really putting himself out there, and he's talking about all these things that he wants to do, and it's just incredible the direction that the brand is going in. I can tell you that, you know, I can't share too much, but he's already been sharing stuff. Like if you're following stuff, he's already talking about all these things that are going to be happening. But I think the fall is going to be really big for us. And I know that the one thing that you always talk to me about is, you know, like more men's fragrances or more fragrances that are kind of like on that boozy side. There's a lot to be excited about for the fall.
That's great, because I mean, there are definitely, the male category is definitely covered, but there's a lot more for women. And the ones that are unisex, several guys that I know find them feminine. Rolling in Love, for instance. I think that I would give that to my mother and to my father for Father's Day. Like, I think I love that one so much. Definitely one of my favorite releases of last year. And but they tend to be, on the most part, on the feminine leaning side.
Yeah.
So to see more Black Phantoms and Vodka on the Rocks and things of that nature, I think would be appreciated. Because a lot of people definitely still do love the line. So
Yeah, I mean, I think like just exploring the cellars as an olfactive category for me is very exciting. So anything he does there, I'm all about it. I think it's gonna happen. I think there's a
Black
lot.
Phantom lotion, Black Phantom beard oil.
Well, wait, hold on. Black Phantom lotion exists.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, I agree with you completely. And you know, I was thinking about like it's such a boring time right now. Everyone's kind of home. They're all like on social media. I thought maybe this would be a good opportunity that maybe I can share with kind of your fans, like how they can have an amazing experience just sitting at home with the brand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have this luxury that you like can text me whenever you want, you know, and like we can talk about fragrance and I can answer questions. But I'm gonna put a little something on the screen. I would love to show you guys something that we just created. Let me just put it on the screen real quick. But this is an online virtual Kilian bar. This is such an amazing experience. If you're a Kilian fan and you're home right now and you've got some time, you can just go to Facebook, put on the search bar, Kilian Paris Virtual Bar. This page pops up. And this is such an amazing way to really go through the experience, right? You can go down here, you can make an appointment, you can choose the type of service that you're interested in doing. And this becomes like a real live online consultation. You can learn about the brand, you can find out more about the Kilian fragrance inspirations. I mean, if you love the way I shared the Eau Fraiche story, every fragrance has that. And the best part about it is a lot of people don't know that we have a menu of services. And I know you've seen this at our bars because you frequent the boutiques. But we've got 4 services that we offer at our bars. Tasting, which is like an exploration of the brand. Mixology, which is really us teaching you Kilian secrets on how you can blend certain fragrances together. You know, a lot of people don't know that Black Phantom and Intoxicated can be worn together. They can be worn on top of each other. It's really beautiful. Refilling and gifting, really finding a gift for someone, especially with Mother's Day coming. All of these services are available online. It's free. If you just want to find out about the brand, what an amazing service. So definitely wanted to give it a little shout out.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. This is the first I'm hearing about it today. You've been busy, the holidays, it was a whole week. It actually took a little longer to get this meetup done, but we did it and here we are, and hopefully it works, everybody enjoys it, and they'll find it engaging, and if they do, we'll do another one. I'll do one with other people, and yeah, so thanks for your time. You're the best. Love you, big guy. And everyone, thanks for tuning in and watching. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, click on the bell icon to miss notifications and the reviews, new content, giveaways, new releases, handsome guys, beautiful women, and all the fragrance fun always happening right here at BFL. Take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you guys at the next video.
Bye.